Here's Brody Brazil.
So I think we all realize that Amazon Prime Video has been doing a really nice job of presenting football games every Thursday night for the last several seasons. But it's really within the past year or two, I think I've uncovered what might be the best viewing experience of watching an NFL football game. And it's actually not even the main Thursday night football telecast. It's this sidecast, this altcast, whatever we call it. It's called Prime Vision with Next Gen Stats. If you watch this altcast of the Thursday night football main broadcast, it is tremendous. And you still get the audio of Al Michaels, but you basically also get the video game view, Madden style, of watching a game in real time with all of these extra visuals that really add to the presentation. They don't take away from it. I've got tons of examples. I want to show this to you next. I realize some of you have already figured this out. I'm not breaking news to everybody here, but I really want you to check this out if you haven't already. When you're watching the main broadcast, usually you hit the down button. It shows you several other options. Choose this Prime Vision version of the broadcast. A little write-up here from The Athletic about Prime Vision and how it took several even more steps forward for this football season. Amazon Prime Vision is building on its efforts to catapult the way that we watch football into the future with more new features on Thursday Night Football this season. It started by showing all 22 angles, like all 22 players on the field, where we could see every player on the field and actually see how coverages and route concepts unfold on live television. It has since added innovative features like defensive alerts, a model powered by artificial intelligence, to identify potential blitzes, even before the snap. The feature worked so well that some viewers thought Amazon was using a delay and then highlighting blitzing players retroactively, but it was actually doing it in real time. Essentially, people were, blown away in the fact that, wait, how is this happening like you know what's going to happen, but that's how it actually plays out. Interested NFL teams even reached out to see if they could find ways to utilize this technology that Amazon is. With advanced analytics, there's been some pushback because of the belief that this game has too many moving parts to be accurately represented by numbers. However, by combining tracking data using microchips in players' pads, human feedback from experts like coaches and players, and machine learning from previously introduced models, analytics is becoming a pillar in how teams strategize for each game. Okay, so that's the explanation. This has gotten more advanced even within the last year alone in this season's presentation. I want to show you the last Thursday Night Football broadcast. This is the next-gen Prime Vision version of it. It's the Seahawks and Arizona Cardinals down in the desert, and simple plays like this. I mean, you can already see here the offensive player in motion. They're highlighting some of the Cardinals defenders there and how they might try and defend this actual play. See the player in motion there. You see the handoff to Walker. He's going to go that way. So we see who tackles him. We see the route he took. We can see everything from above. And by the way, this is not even the highlight version. Like I think they call it the Wildcat camera. This isn't even the tight version of that Skycam. There are now two Skycam angles. This is the higher one to show you the all 22 view. So instantly you notice this adds to the presentation. This is like watching literally a Madden game that you're playing. It's the view that we've all been accustomed to, right? Like watching the play from behind, having several players on the Cardinals highlighted here, from their safeties to a couple linebackers here, so we can see where they're at, right? And look at the spots on them. I mean, that's video game style that they have the circles superimposed on them, almost like you're controlling them from the joystick. So this is a very comfortable, very familiar view. Now, sometimes we're focused here on the offense and how they're aligning and what play they're trying to run and what routes their receivers and running backs are going to take. In this case, they're more focused here, right? 3rd and 6 on the Cardinals defense. They're down in this game. They obviously need a huge stop here in the third quarter. So watch how, as I play it here, they're highlighting where they're at. The coverage prediction is zone. That's going to change to man. And then watch these two players right there blitz. Sam Darnold throws. JSN can't make the catch. But all of that happened so quick. Graphically, like even 5 years ago, you could never do this in real time. Computers are doing this for us as if almost they know the play that's about to happen. They can sense, like that blitz was coming right there. It doesn't fall short of amazing, like every single time. This is tremendous how they present this, how quickly they present this. Seahawks obviously still here with the football. Play this one out. I don't remember what happens there. Offensive player in motion. Defense is calling an audible on their coverage right here. You can see where the Seahawks are at. Hand off to Walker. Watch his route. Then he goes that way. Can't do much with it. Tackle by the defensive in there. So every single play becomes interesting. It's this perspective from behind the offense, from high above, where you can really see it all unfold. And when you think about it, we are so trained to watch a football game where the end zone's here, the 50-yard line's here, and the teams basically go this way and the teams go that way. Simple as that. Now we're watching it from this totally different perspective where everything is going that way. Everything is going down the field. But again, this feels super comfortable. This might be the more natural way to watch a football game. We just never had the technology to do this until now. All right, it's 3rd and 4 here now in the fourth quarter. Darnold's got all his receivers. Look at all those routes. Look at how beautiful that is. Now he's out of the pocket. He's scrambling. I think he's just going to run this one out of bounds. But did you see all of the different options that Sam Darnold had there? That is super cool. Like, if you watch the main broadcast, you did not get to see that, mostly because a lot of those players ran off the side of the screen. They have to keep the camera basically trained and focused on the line of scrimmage, quarterback out of the pocket. Once those receivers take off, you miss them. But here, you get to see them because they're all in view. All right, 1st and 10. You see how the Seahawks are lining up here. I'll let this one play out as well. Again, strategy, the offensive player in motion. I think he's probably going to come back this way. Yep, there he goes. Coming back that way. Fake the handoff. Look at all the routes. Threw right across the middle, where maybe that player was even a little bit more wide open. So you get the benefit of seeing all this and comprehending it and digesting it. And look at this route right here. You get to see what everybody did every single time. I know I'm being a little bit repetitive here, but I really want to spell out, like, when you watch a game in this fashion and you still have the call of Al Michaels and you still have the replay angles, like, these are just the main game highlights. Like, this is live action as it plays out. They'll take this and then they'll wipe to a replay of the traditional views, the sideline camera, the tight cameras from different angles, all that stuff. Views of the coaches on the sideline, all the cutaways that you're used to expecting. But like, this is the main game angle here. All right, now it's 1st and goal. It's 17-6. Seahawks are going to try and put this one away. I think they only won this game by a field goal. There's the handoff. You can see the route that was run there by the running back into the end zone. Very cool end zone that they painted up, by the way, in Glendale. So I think this play was actually called back on a penalty. Oh, by the way, proof that this is not the only Skycam. Yeah, here's the lower Skycam. That's the one that's capturing all the cool angles, that's in the huddle with you. So this is a camera that's even above that. Think of the production going on here. Think of the logistics going on here. Think of all the complications of putting on this broadcast. And then you also get Sam Shortstein, a Stanford product, who breaks down the game, comes in with little interjections of statistical information, right? And I've only got the little clip of him talking probably right there about Kyler Murray. But the point is, you get extra tidbits, extra pieces of stats. And I think this logo is pretty cool, by the way. It's Thursday Night Football with a brain on top, like a microchip brain-shaped thing coming out the top of there. But it's these next-gen stats that Sam is providing and interjecting here in the broadcast. Stuff like this, a 4th down decision here for the Seahawks to make, right? So they didn't get into the end zone there. From this distance, it's a 95.3 field goal conversion probability. And that's why the offense, like JSN's off the field, and that's why their kicker is now on the field. They provide tons of information like that. So sometimes it's not even just the camera angles, it's the graphics. Or how about this one? Kyler Murray right here against the division, his career versus the NFC West, the only division he's played in. 8-21 record, a .276 win percentage. Yeah, that's pretty low. That's the second lowest in division games since 1970. So again, things like this, which sometimes do appear on the traditional broadcast, they are mainstays on this next-gen broadcast. It just feels like if you want to get deeper into the game, if you really want to digest it to a deeper level, this is the broadcast for you. All right, so now you've got the Cardinals here lining up It's first and goal for Kyler. He's got Marvin Harrison Jr. out there to the right. He's got Wilson to the left. Let's see how this play unfolds. But again, they're highlighting all of the key offensive players here who might get the football. And I don't even remember what happens on this play. Kyler's got some routes. He's got some players going. And Kyler gets sacked. Well, he was my fantasy quarterback last year, so that does seem accurate. But look, even the routes are still on the field. Again, the technology to be able to do that in real time is impressive. And then you've got this, right? So now you got the Seahawks back with the football. They're in the huddle here. But check this out. You've got drawn on the field where a 25% field goal is, where a 50% field goal made is, and where a 75% field goal made is. So they've got the football right there on the line of scrimmage. There's the first down. I realize there's a lot of lines here, but they're already just outside a 50% chance. Obviously, they'd love to get it closer to a 75% chance, but they're well inside the 25% chance. And you can see there on the bottom of the screen, field goal target lines, conversion probabilities by field position. And again, there's that Wildcat camera hovering above, but also down below this camera. That is so cool. This helps you comprehend exactly what's needed here for the Seahawks to score 3 more points. Well, obviously, they didn't get anything out of that. 20-13 still the football score. Kyler's got the ball again. They're obviously set up way wide here. Harrison all the way out to the left. And we can see how this play unfolds. You can see everything here, from the line of scrimmage all the way down to the end zone. Kyler trying to get out of the pocket. Oh, my goodness. Not much cooking there again. Love with the tackle. All of this presented so easily. I know, I'm repeating myself. I just cannot get over this. 20-13, Kyler with the football again, 3rd and 5. Minute 15 left in the game. Look at all the routes. He tried to go out here to Marvin Harrison Jr. And check out this info. Top speed, 17.4 miles an hour. You didn't have to wait for a replay on that. They literally gave you that on the spot. I mean, this really is next gen. Everything about Prime Vision is next gen. Eventually, the Seahawks do kick a field goal. They win this game 23-20. And again, you can see where the lines are. Line of scrimmage is right there. There's the 50% field goal made line. You can see this offensive player was already in motion coming up to the line of scrimmage. You can see the defense's kind of attack and angle there. Hand off to the running back. He gets a few yards there and keeps the ball in the middle of the field, and the Seahawks go on to win this game. I just think that whole broadcast and the little clips I showed you there were so amazing. And this is where streaming dominates broadcast television. I think it needs to be said here. If you watch a game on CBS or on Fox, on a traditional television channel, they can't do this. They can't offer you the side stream, the second channel, the altcast, whatever we're calling it. Yeah, I realize like ESPN does the Manning cast on a different channel. Technically, if you're ESPN, you've got a million channels. But the traditional broadcasters cannot do what Amazon Prime is doing. They also can't do it in the app, like as simple as that. Down click, show me the Prime Vision. This is where streaming can take broadcasting to the next level. And as a traditional broadcast type person myself, somebody who came up in the old school, I am all for offering this to the viewers. The real-time information and the presentation, it's unmatched, it's first class, it's top shelf. You still get to enjoy the sights or at least the sounds of the broadcast, right? Al Michaels on the call, Sam jumps in when he's got a stat or something that he wants to point in your direction, and that familiar Madden angle. Like we've been playing video games from this behind the quarterback, behind the line of scrimmage view for 20 plus years now. How cool is it that you can watch a game in real time and it's got that same effect, it's got the same look and feel and players highlighted, and this is only getting better. Like when we watch this 5 years from now, we'll look back and say, ooh, this was pretty primitive. Look what they're able to do now. I can't wait to see where this goes, but I do want to congratulate Thursday Night Football and specifically everybody who works on the Prime Vision broadcast. It is a thing of beauty, and I highly recommend you check it out for your next Thursday night game if you've got Amazon Prime. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments section below. Also, thumbs up while you're down there. Helps me, this video, this channel. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I want to see you back here next time.